Hello, Andrew here from Sea Run Fly and Tackle. I'm going to show you how to set up a Hoochie spinner, which is one of the best spinners you can use for salmon fishing in BC rivers. So there's a few things we need to have to make this work. First of all, make sure you have a good pair of pliers with side cutters on them. Split ring pliers can also help. Nice pair of scissors is always handy to have. My favorite spinners to use, Blue Fox Vibrax spinners. I like size 4 and 5 when I'm doing the Hoochie spinner for salmon fishing. We'll also set up a spoon, which we like to call a spoochie when the Hoochie goes on it. The prime lure spoons are always one of my favorite to use. The Hoochies that I'm going to go with, these are a 2.5 inch, 2.5 to 3 inch Hoochie, works good for this. Complete angler, nice fluorescent green, orange, pink colors always work good on the back of a Hoochie spinner or a Hoochie spoon. We'll need some crane swivels. Size 5, good strong crane swivels work for that. And a size 5 split ring. Nice Siwash hook. I like to replace most of my hooks. I'll go with the VMC Tech Set Siwash hook. Size of the hook can be determined by the size of the lure or the Hoochie you're using, but we'll say a number 1 aught is generally perfect for what we're doing for these size spinners and spoons. So we'll also need a piece of 20-pound fishing line, and we're going to use that to thread the Hoochie into the hook and swivel setup, which I'll show you how to do that in just a sec. So let's get started on that. So first of all, what I got here, this is a size 4 Blue Fox Vibrax spinner. It's straight out of the package. It's got a treble hook on it. We got to get rid of this hook. There's no split ring, so I'm going to have to cut that hook off. So I got a good pair of side cutters. You could use the side cutters on regular needle nose pliers as well for that. We're going to make sure we get the side cutters just right in that edge of the eye of the hook there. Now I'm just going to maybe go away from the camera a little bit here for a sec because I'm going to cut this, but I'm going to cut it right inside a garbage can. I like to put it into the bin because sometimes that hook can go flying across the room. Hard to find. I want it to end up in the garbage bin, so excuse me a sec. We'll just get rid of that. So we got that hook off now. So this is ready to get the Hoochie set up on it, but let's get the Hoochie ready here. So first thing we're going to need to do, actually we'll grab one of these split rings, so size 5 split ring. Open it up. You can use split ring pliers for this. I've always trained myself to do it by hand, so I'm going to just continue to do it by hand this time. And I got a size 5 crane swivel, which I'm just going to thread onto that split ring. We'll get one of those on there. Feed it right through. Giving me a bit of trouble now. That's on nice and secure. Open up the split ring again. We're going to get another size 5 crane swivel, and I'll show you a little bit clearer view of what I've done here in just a sec. So now you can see we have size 5 crane swivel, size 5 split ring, and another size 5 crane swivel. Let's grab that VMC Tech Set 1/0 hook. Real sharp hook. Great for doing this Hoochie setup for the spoon or the spinner. That's a open eye Siwash, so I can just feed that right onto the eye of that crane swivel. I got my pliers here. What we need to do is pinch that eye of the Siwash hook closed nice and tight. Give that a little bit more there. Yeah, that's good. So that's set up. Now we need to get this threaded inside of the Hoochie. So there's our little Hoochie, 2.5 inch. First thing I'm going to do, most often these Hoochies, they have a little closed nose on them. So just grab your scissors. Make sure it opens. That didn't quite open up. Now we have an open hole in the nose of that Hoochie. Grab our 20-pound monofilament line. Feed that through the nose of the Hoochie. This line is just a threader. We'll put it through the eye of that Siwash, or sorry, the eye of the crane swivel there, and then we're gonna feed that back up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that Hoochie down onto the split ring and swivel and hook setup here. But as we do that, let's make sure that these legs don't fold inside of the Hoochie. We want all the legs hanging out. Get that maximum wiggle out of them. So now you can see that's fed on. We got an open swivel eye there. Alright, so now that I got the Hoochie attached to the hook setup here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a split ring to the back of that Blue Fox Vibrax. So that's going on the little eyelet right where we cut the treble hook off of. So we're going to need the split ring just to attach the Vibrax itself to the Hoochie hook setup. I'm going to open that up, feed it it on there. Okay, so we got that split ring, and that split ring is the connection to our crane swivel. So that's gone on. Feed it on there. Adjust that Hoochie. Oh, that looks great. Okay, so here we go. So that is what we end up with. So we now have Hoochie set up on the back of the Vibrax spinner. So in the water, that blade is rotating and vibrating and attracting fish. And now we got this added bonus of the little Hoochie, which we know salmon love Hoochies anyway. Wiggling and flashing in the water behind it adds a bit more profile and life to the lure. Very, very effective way to catch coho salmon, Chinook salmon. Chum salmon actually like to bite these really well, pink, of course. So great lure setup to have in your box of gear tricks for salmon fishing. And the other thing I really like to do is we'll do the exact same thing but hang it on the back of a spoon, which I mentioned we call that the spoochie. So the Hoochie attached onto a spoon, very, very effective as well. So just to show you both setups, great to have these in your arsenal of salmon gear, especially for river salmon fishing, but this works very, very well for beach fishing and shallow water, shallow saltwater fishing as well for coho and Chinook, and again chum if you find them, they like to bite it. So two of my favorites. You know, a little bit of playing around with it to get everything set up properly, but quite easy to do. Fill a box with a few different colors of these, you'll be happy you did, and you should have a very successful time salmon fishing. Good luck to everyone. If you like this video, we have lots of other videos out there, and we're going to be making more. Please like our YouTube channel. If you haven't seen us on Facebook, lots of good information on Facebook and Instagram. And you can always get us at www.c-run.com. Thanks, guys.